So lots of good stuff today. As we start off every show, I'm going to introduce you to my host. My host is Dick Vanderheiden. Now, Dick Vanderheiden is my uncle, and so he's known me my whole life. He's harassed me my whole life. He's a little bit of a jokester. If you don't know Uncle Dick, he's a pull my finger kind of guy. That lays it out. Tammy, can you give me the computer over here? So a little bit about Dick Vanderheiden, what he brings to the show today. Dick is a 30-year veteran in the Germantown Fire Department. He's been volunteering over there in Germantown for a long time and seen a lot of stuff, from melted cars on the highway to helping kids. The statistics that are out there, about 50% of the fires that you guys answer calls to at the Germantown Fire Department or at other fire departments, about 50% of them are a result of unattended or poorly attended cooking fires.
Yep.
Accurate?
Yeah. We've had a number of cooking fires that caused little damage to major damage in that.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on how you react to that fire. If it's growing fast, if it's tall flames, get out.
Just get out.
Don't even try.
This isn't going to do anything.
That isn't going to do it.
Yeah.
But if it's just a grease fire on your stove, if you got a lid, cover it up. Use an extinguisher on it.
Yep.
But if it's growing, just get out and call 911.
Make sure everything that's living is safe.
Correct.
Yep. So cooking fires can get out of control pretty crazy, pretty quick. As far as cooking fires go, a lot of them happen at the grill or at the stove. Okay. This is just one that we've used before where the grill got out of control. You don't want to have it near your house.
Yeah,
you know,
we've had a few fires like that.
Yeah. Turkey fires, frying turkey fires.
Yeah.
You know, always keep a fire extinguisher handy. There's a couple of different types of fire extinguishers that are reasonable. With cooking, it comes down to a lot of times grease and oils and spattering and open flame and that kind of stuff. Generally speaking, the fire extinguisher does a very good job of putting that out. Water is not what you want to put on a cooking fire.
Not on a chemical fire. Grease fire is a chemical.
Grease fire is a chemical fire. Yeah, you don't want to put any water on that. And sometimes you may not think it's a chemical fire. It may be. Like if you're cooking chicken, there may still be some greases and things like that are reacting that were in the pan that you had or whatever, or in the area. So just grab the fire extinguisher. Yes, it's going to make a little bit of mess in your
and
kitchen.
If you throw, let's say you're cooking chicken and there's grease there and it flares up and you throw water on it, what you're going to do is you're going to splatter that grease around and it's going to flare up even more.
Yep. Yeah, and get out of control pretty quickly. Now, as far as the fire extinguisher, you want to make sure to keep it in the area where you're cooking and working.
Correct.
Have it accessible. Know where it is. Have everybody know where it is in case you need it. You know, but definitely don't be afraid to use the fire extinguisher if the fire's flaring up on you. There's covering up. Somebody said baking soda, but even that is
And fire extinguishers are very simple to use in that.
Yeah.
What you want to do is you pull the pin.
Yep.
Then you aim the nozzle at the fire. Then you squeeze and sweep across the fire.
At the base of the fire.
At the base of the fire.
Yeah, where the fire's starting.
And
yeah.
So they're very simple to use in that, but don't think that it's going to put out a larger fire in that. It's not. It's going to put out a small fire. Like these are, what are these? What's the size on these?
I don't know. Does it say on there? I think it says up here on the top. These are 2.5 pound.
Yeah.
Pound must be how much powder is in there or whatever, right? Because it's basically an aerosolized fire.
In my kitchen and that, I got a 5 pound.
You got a big one.
I got a bigger one.
Yeah.
We got bigger ones on the truck yet. We got 20 pounders.
Yeah.
And
that's what you guys are using on like car fires and stuff like that, right?
If it's a small car fire and that, otherwise, no, we're using hose.
Using hose
on a car fire.
Going at it.
The way that these cars are going up today and that.
Yeah. With car fire though, are you guys using any chemical or anything like that when you're putting that out or no?
We'll use a foam.
Oh, okay.
Along with that, and gets agitated with the water and that. to help snuff out the fire in that.
Sure. Now, when we're talking about cooking, a number of things come to mind. One, propane. Everybody's cooking with propane grills and things these days. Propane, you don't want to store it next to the house. You want to
correct. You give yourself 10 feet from the house.
Up safety. And that's with where you should keep the grill and all that kind of stuff. Just keep it a little bit further away. If that grill gets out of control, the last thing you want is your house going up because you were not paying attention to your hamburgers you were making.
And like at my house, I got a canopy. On a gazebo on the back deck. Don't be cooking underneath the gazebo.
That fire
because if that flares up, then it's into the canopy and that.
Those are like nylon or something, or polyester or something like that. Yeah.
But there's a chance of fire there too.
Yeah.
So
last thing you want to do is melt your new vinyl siding too.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, so placement of the grill is important. Placement of the propane is important. Managing the grease fire, we kind of got into that a little bit here, but making sure that you have a fire extinguisher in the area, an ABC fire extinguisher. When you go to the store, you buy your fire extinguisher. You want to buy one that says ABC on it. They'll have some numbers in there as well, but as long as it's got the A, B, and the C, then it's basically going to manage almost all types of fires you might come across. The white one over there is recommended more for like kitchen grease fires type of things. I don't know if it's got a different material in it, but these are both ABC fire extinguishers. Okay, and you can buy them anywhere. Home Depot, Ace. I think they even have them at Piggly Wiggly. I saw them the other day in the this little area. But
they got them everywhere.
They got them everywhere.
But if you're wondering what the ABC stands for, the A stands for your ordinary combustibles, trash, wood, paper.
Okay.
B is for your flammable liquids.
Like gasoline and stuff, or oils?
Yeah, you could.
Or grease?
Gasoline, grease, anything that's a flammable liquid.
Mm-hmm.
And Class C is your electrical fires.
Oh, okay.
So
don't see
it used to be that we had an extinguisher for each type.
Yeah.
And they've gotten away from that, and so now we just have one extinguisher.
Yeah. And generally they do a very good job, but the only thing is that it is limited to the size of the
very
extinguisher.
limited.
The fire's getting too big, and this isn't going to do anything for you. So you gotta just get out of the area, make sure you're safe. If the fire is small and you've caught it in time, then a fire extinguisher can really be a great resource and save you from millions of dollars in property damage and personal injury and stuff like that. So definitely make sure you're being safe when you're cooking over the holiday weekend. If you're cooking over the grill or whatever, just make sure you're attending it. Okay, watch it, maintain it. Don't just set it out there in the backyard and go inside and do something for a while. Make sure you're being a conscientious user of that equipment. Correct. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in today, you guys. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to know when we put out the next one, give me a bell notification. It's a little bell on the bottom right-hand side. And subscribe. You want to know when I'm coming out with new stuff or whatever. You want to be able to check us out and be alerted to new video content coming your way. Subscribe button's really the way to go. Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. Remember, the better you take care of your house, better it's going to take care of you. Have a good one.